Hello, my name is Miguel Delgado. I'm a wealth advisor, and I recently worked with Julian on a 40-day program. I was talking to Julian one day, and I was telling him that I needed a recalibration in my life. I was going through a phase in my life where there was a lot of good things happening. My focus was all over the place, and yet I just felt like I was kind of spinning on wheels. I wanted to be able to get to this next level in business, and I feel like I was just in my own way. And I didn't need, it wasn't therapy that I needed. I just needed, I couldn't think of any other way of explaining it other than a recalibration. So Julian suggested this 40-day sprint, this 40-day program that he offered. And I was a little skeptical at first, but within a couple of, like maybe a week or two, I started noticing something shifting. And it's something so simple that we were doing, but that's kind of what hiring a coach is like, right? When you're working with a coach, it's often some of the things you learn, or that I've learned, it's often made me think like, why haven't I been able to do this on my own before? And I'm sure had I not worked with Julian, maybe I would have gotten there. But I feel like it would have taken me a lot longer. And working with Julian, I was able to get to this recalibration that I needed in less than 40 days. We completed the 40 days. I got the recalibration that I needed. And suddenly just things started happening in my life. New doors started opening, new opportunities, business opportunities, relationship opportunities. I started kind of seeing things a little bit clearer. I started welcoming more gratitude into my life, feeling more joy, despite, still having the things that would normally cause stress and anxiety. Those things are still there. They didn't go away, but just dealing with them a little bit differently, with an executive mindset, right? And so I very much valued the time, very much valued the lessons that I learned. Because it's something that I can take with me forever, right? It was a 40-day sprint, but really it was a lifetime investment, because I basically walked away with a framework, a ritual that I can implement whenever I want, right? And it's a series of things that I can do in just a day. It could take me 4 minutes. It could take me as long as I wanted to, but I can do that, and I can come back to this groundedness, to this recalibration that I need. And so it's been almost 2 months since I completed that program, and I've still been using the lessons that I've learned, and things are continuing to go well, right? My life is not perfect. Problems are still occurring, but I'm just dealing with them a little bit differently, and more confidently, more open, with more curiosity, with more joy. And I think that's a much better way to live than the way I was dealing with things before. So Julian, thank you so much. If you're watching this and you're thinking about hiring an executive coach or somebody to give you that kind of recalibration, I'd highly consider working with Julian. Thank you.